about life, I notice that everything and everybody is on a mission to go beyond the regular city life they know, beyond the regular streets that they familiar with, beyond the regular roads and highways that they know. And no matter what pathway, no matter what bridge that you gotta go under, that they determined not to give up, that they determined no matter what road that they take, that they gon' succeed. And me and those things and people got that in common, cause I'm determined to be the best entrepreneur I can. Come witness the rise of an entrepreneur.
God inspired me, Jesus inspired me, gave me some type of motivation, you know what I'm saying? That's first of all spiritually, but you talk about naturally, just the will to want to see the brand defined, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people wait for a lot of people when it comes to building stuff from the ground up, you know what I'm saying? So my inspiration comes from just wanting to have our own thing, you know what I'm saying? Our own umbrella, should I say?
Yeah, that's hard. Let's get this one. 1, 2.
While building that umbrella, obviously photography was the foundation of Mandela. But then the creative entrepreneur inside of me found the new love, filmmaking.
Listen to me, Judas. You just tell me where the people at. I speak to the higher authorities. Everything will be
Being able to
okay.
express myself and my emotions through shooting the film and touching the audience was a newfound love for me. And then a step further, being able to act on screen, transferring my emotions of what I'm feeling to the audience was a newfound love and a blessing all in itself. Touching the people through film.
Seeing his day-to-day plans, waking up every day with the whole day laid out, from start to finish. Like, that's when I knew that this became a passion. This is what he's going hard in. When you wake up thinking about it and you going to sleep thinking about it. Like, I seen him do that. Sleep, ideas, waking up, ideas.
So I knew that he was passionate when he slapped a prayed entrepreneurship. It came so natural, it came so authentic. So I think that's when I'm like, no, this is his passion, this is him, this is his thing. He's very focused. in the midst of working, he's tunnel vision. There's nothing that can really distract him. Women, like fun, there's nothing that can really distract him when he's in his zone of working, when he's in his zone or putting on his hat of the entrepreneurship role.
He was so determined and focused. I look up to him.
How does it feel to make an impact already at your age?
It feels wonderful, man. It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a blessing to feel the work I've been putting in. You know what I'm saying? When you can see your brand elevated to the next level, it becomes a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It becomes the way we act. You know, my Della members in the back. You know, this is a lifestyle for us. You know what I'm saying? The way we carry ourselves, the way we think. You know what I'm saying? It is so dope to see.
What a feeling. My God-given talents, along with my beautiful team, has helped get Mandela at a new place. We wear it with ease on our clothing. We feel good when we have it on. As I arrive to the throne of putting the work in for photography and film, I'm thinking that I've satisfied my cravings. But it was more to this entrepreneur.
I think adversity started with him is when he recognized he had all these entrepreneur talents and he was trying to figure out which way to go with them.
Podcast. And today's host, myself, Frank Dutch, y'all. This is our first episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's put it up for the first episode. Give it up for the first episode. Woo!
I mean, it made me feel like, why am I here? You know, why am I here? You know, here I am. God, you made me this prominent person with all these talents, but I don't know how to use them and where to use them at. And it feel like I'm stuck. It feel like I gotta do this. You know, if I don't do this, my family ain't gonna respect nothing that's not built already. You ain't getting no money. So it's like, what do you do? I'm stuck at this point.
I feel like at the epitome on the top of that, it's like he was figuring out what direction to go in next, you know, what direction to take this in, because now it's at the next level. So what direction do we go from here? And I seen that in him, you know. Yeah, man, at the end of the day, I just want Dutch to know, like, keep going, man, keep doing what you're doing. I really love this documentary thing you got going, you know, like it's real motivating. It's motivating the people around you. And keep doing it. You always had that light, you know, you always had that gift, that spark to just, you know, do great and motivate the people around you. And for the people out there, you know, do the same thing, you know, whatever inspire you, whatever motivate you to do what you need to do it, you know. Don't let nothing stop you.
That's when you really seen the frustration, you really seen the obstacles he had to go through, jump over, just to get to the next step, just to get to the next step, you know. But once he really committed and, you know, he decided to say, hey, Mandela is now the brand. It's now the way we live. You know, once he had that mind frame and he took off with that, that's when a lot of the diversity and all the diversity came. Because at that point, when he finally committed to Mandela, we had so much going on.
I believe it took its toll for him when the amount of work that he was putting into this, the residual wasn't greater than the actual man hours, the actual blood, sweat, and tears. And I think for any entrepreneur or business owner or just a worker, that really can take a big toll on you, because it's like, I work so hard, I study, I stay up late at night, I'm putting in the hours, I'm doing my best, I'm giving my all, and you're not getting that return you feel like you deserve or you feel like you should get. And it's very hard to watch, because you get into certain stages where you may seem depressive, or you may seem that you want to be shut off from the world, and you're just so focused on what you're doing because you think that you're the problem. You're not working hard enough. You're not putting in enough work because you're not seeing what you want to see. But really, that's really not what it is. And I think he got to a certain point where he started to realize that, like, no, my business is enough. I am enough. I put in the hours. I do the actual work. It's just, I have to wait my turn. And I think that's where he is very, you can look at him and see, this is an example of perseverance. You know, you may not get what you want when you want it, no matter if you feel like you deserve it. But the fact that he stuck through that and came out on top, I love that. Like, I just love that.
The moment that I realized the significance of entrepreneurship is when he really started cutting people out, like really saying like, okay, never mind. You know, it's just more so like, you wasting my time. You hear we gonna do this, yeah, you know we all family for sure, but I'm serious about this. Come on now. I need you here on set, most definitely, especially with me. I was in it, so he was on my head 10 million times. So it's like, you gotta come on, or you're gonna get left.
It created this spark in me, so I ran off. And I just started working heavy and hard, and I started to be in everything that I could be in to create aspiration for the next film. And I say, okay, where am I gonna get these actors and these actors from? So I had to start to pull from resources that I do have. I remember my friends seeing me take off with this. And they like, okay, all right, Dutch, you on a different level now, okay? We was there to support, you know, we didn't know what it was for real. We just knew Mandela was gonna be something. But when it started to take off, when it comes to the filmmaking, I feel like that's when my friends start to see the difference and start to see the shift in Mandela. You know, photography took it to a new level, but then filmmaking took it to a whole different level, and then it made them want to be a part. You know, here, Chris, what are you doing? Frank, what are you doing? Dutch, what are you doing? Whenever they knew me by, they say, what are you doing? I want to be a part of it. This is great. This is something big.
I think that what the impact when it comes to Mandela, what it brought within our community is the people around him wanted to be better at whatever they was doing. Mandela has an umbrella that has many different things up under it. With those things, it allowed other people to be a part of it, whether it was photography, whether it was making music, whether it's on making movies, production, anything like that. Whether it's somebody that's just starting out or somebody that already has their own thing, Mandela is a brand that want other people to win.
You're watching Mandela Films.
So describe a challenge you've had so far while trying to accomplish this long-term goal.
Well, first of all, a challenge is thinking everybody should support you just because you're doing something. That was a challenge for me, thinking, well, I'm finally doing something and I'm the one around here doing something. Can you help me? And you got to understand that it's not owed to you. You know what I'm saying? That entitlement feeling is what it really is, and that really, really held me back a lot, because I will hold it in my heart when I felt like, you know, somebody's not helping me towards my dream.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So the solution and the antidote to all of that was really me understanding that, hey man, work, do what you got to do, and the people that see you and the people that wants to support you can come and support you. You feel what I'm saying? It was too much of a holdback trying to think that somebody is going to support you just off bail. You feel what I'm saying?
I think what separates him from other entrepreneurs is his relationship with God, as well as his ability and want to be his own individual. He likes to separate himself and makes his brands different from other people, like thinking outside the box, his authenticness, his work ethic, his communication skills, his willingness to see other people thrive, evolving people in his business. So I think that's what separates him.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm cut from a different cloth, and it's just that authentic. I grew up around OGs. I grew up around old schools. You know, shout out to my daddy. You know, shout out to my Uncle Louie. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Low. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that's been here in my life as staples to give me a guide. And that right there, following after guys that had their own stuff going already, I didn't have to keep up with trends and go towards there. I found myself. So I think that's what separated me, my heart and my own organic.
I'm not motivated. I put it on pause right now.
Motivated? Eddie, listen, you talking about motivated? Do you understand or recognize how hard it is to get an opportunity as a black man in America? I got one better. Do you know what it's like to be a black man in America? If that's not enough motivation, that should be enough motivation for any other black brother that's making excuses like that.
You say this every time, all right. You say this every time, I know. What you do?
Do it take something drastic to happen for you to understand? Man, get motivated. Because we're running out of time.
What made you get into filmmaking and photography?
That's a good question. Well, when I was younger, you know, for quite some time, we spent some time in this place called Albion, Michigan, right? I'm a Detroit native, by the way. But no, we spent some time in this place called Albion, Michigan, about 8 years of my life. And there was my Auntie Belly and her kids, and it was my mom. It's 6 of us and it's 5 of them. You feel what I'm saying? In that time, I think it molded us all too. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
In that time, we learned, it's a small town, so it was really focusing on raising a family. But we learned all type of stuff there. We learned our personalities first.
Yeah.
I come from, as you know, all type of characters. From personalities, bright personalities to comedians, you know what I'm saying? The boss, like, I'll be, you know, so coming from, you know, just that itself sparked wild, crazy imaginations. Me and my cousin Jacob would play toys. It's this thing we, you know, made as kids. We would play toys and we would play gangsters. Every kid play toys, but we played it like it was real life. We played gangsters like it was real life too. Gangsters basically was a game that we came up with as kids, and my cousin would act like different characters. So not knowing that molded me to not only get into playing characters, filming and stuff like that. The music always been in the family from that. You feel what I'm saying? At those different times, and then in the photography. My big brother Lo, excuse me. He introduced us to filming.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? He will always walk around with the camera, and to see the camera at a young age is wild.
Right.
It's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, what's that thing you got? But he always would record footage. And what they call vlogging today, he was already on that.
He was ahead of his time.
Exactly. So when he would leave, I would go in there and sneak his little equipment, you know what I'm saying, and walk around the house with it and stuff like that. But that was where my love for filming came.
Okay.
Is my big brother Lo. He brought it into, and then us playing those games with my cousins and stuff like that. It even just enhanced it even more. You feel what I'm saying? So that was the spark of the filming. You feel what I'm saying? The photography came from shooting videos. I just like I said, I'm an entrepreneur, so you can't tie me to nothing.
Exactly.
I'm a filmmaker, photographer, musician. You feel me? You might see me on the front of Colgate. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is for real. I don't want to be tied to nothing because I'm a real entrepreneur. I got into the photography from music videos.
Okay.
I'm a musician as well. So I was like, hey, look, man, I'm from the city. I'm from that way for real. So we don't really want to see the bandos and all that every 5 minutes.
Right.
It's cool to what you doing, but we really was like, we want to make our music videos like movie-like. So start teaching myself and my cousin Big L, start teaching myself how to shoot movies and stuff like that. So getting into the movies, like, hold on. Well, photography is cool too.
Right.
I like girls. I'm a girl fanatic. You know what I'm saying? And so
you a ladies man.
I'm definitely a ladies man.
Okay.
So I took my gift with the ladies and the beauty that they have. They all, yo, you sitting around looking pretty, be a model. You feel what I'm saying? So I just put the 2 and 2 together, and that's how it always come. That's how all my things come, just organically. You feel what I'm saying? We all creative in the Mandela family. But I got a creative, wild mind. You feel what I'm saying? And I like taking ideals from my head and making it into real life.
I love it. I've actually seen some of your work, and I've seen the progression it has.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate it.
But that progression wasn't easy. Putting that work in every day and every set, but still remaining the humble man God made me.
Nigga, I like the listen, nigga, you know what made me even more happier than being your brother? Bro, your humbleness of what you trying to do in your cause. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? I can feel like when I was watching you today, bro, I could feel what you were saying. Like, if I was a nigga who needed somebody to look up to that came from nothing, like you said, bro. Nigga, I wasn't that type of motherfucking I'm not saying like I look up to that in you, you know what I mean? That positive aspect of your life, bro. I really do. And I wish, and I hope for nothing but the best for you, bro. Because you deserve it, bro, like for real. Like on some real shit. I don't think I never ever told you, nigga, how much. Nigga, nigga, you don't even want to be famous, nigga. Nigga, you just want to show niggas that it's a better way, bro.
Yeah, that's all, bro.
That's my shit right there, bro.
Passion and drives. He passionate to bring a dream to reality. Those the two key terms right there, dreams and reality. He got so much dreams that he gonna bring it to reality and just embrace it to himself. So when you're in a room with him, it's real. You can feel the aura, you can feel his passion into it. You can see the way he walk, the way he talk, the way he hold his head up. How he wait. This is the conversation in general. You always say, man, walk with the Lord, God got you. So his passion, his drive is just amazing to me. Just keep going. Well, we've been through a lot, ups and downs. But one thing you never forget, he put his Mandela Films first and everything else second. Don't move, motherfucker.
Listen, I'm done with the mafia. Just please.
You gotta be on your shit, man. He in there, he in his mood, he laying on the ground, man. If he could fly, he would. Motherfucker, get up in the air, man, get up in trees, all types of shit, man. It was something different, you know? He took it serious. You can see the passion into it. Every time he shoot, he'll stop it, boom, hey, let me just move your arm just a little bit to the left. Man, don't move my goddamn arm. My goddamn arm. And it just be on it. He'll reword your vocabulary. You know, everybody ain't got strong vocabulary like Dutch. Dutch will stop it, hey man, use this word instead of that word. I mean, I don't want to say what up though. It's just a different feeling. He got a dream. He passionate about it. And he's just like, you don't run into that too many people like that from where we come from the generation that we are in.
One thing I do know, if he keep putting God first in his life and getting all the knowledge that he needs to critique his business and his passion, he's going to go far. I just see it in him. He have the drive. He had the wisdom that it takes to seek out knowledge and seek God in the process of building his business. I think he's going to do great things. I really do, from my heart. And I know I'm just his mother, but I feel that he's a different type of man, and I'm proud of the man he's become.
So I started to call him up. You know, I remember calling up Suave. Shout out to Suave Lance. You know, I remember calling up Suave and like, look, Suave, you know, I can't pay you, but I want you to be in this film. Look, Tuiz, I can't pay you. Look, Tez, I can't pay you, but I want you to be in this film. It wasn't about the pay you. It was about the support of Mandela, us the support of seeing something bigger than them come to life. They knew that they was a part of something big. They just didn't know what and how it was gonna pop, what was gonna make it pop, and how long it was gonna take. But they knew they was a part of something big. And so, calling Suave, yes, brother, I'm on it. Tuiz, I'm on it. Tez, I'm on it. Let me know what I gotta do. Don created the first skit. Shout out to Belly Don. He did that first Running in the Forest skit. It was called When Tables Turn. I created that skit to show that tables can turn at any time in a small frame of time. And it was action-packed skits. So creating that first skit gave them hope that you can make a movie. And it made them want to be a part of something. And that's what they did. So time began to take place, and I started working heavy, you know, getting into this bag, this element of just creating, of just doing different things, bringing models with me, bringing actors with me, bringing actors with me, you know, and it made me know that what I'm doing and what I started only on in my 20s, now I'm beginning to see the work that I put in. You know, I never thought that after making that film and those skits with my friends would spark and ignite a new love for things in me. And it took me to the next level.
Sometimes you just feel so far away. I mean, I'm grinding every day, you know, doing new things. Yeah. Say I'm finding myself now. Yeah. Say I'm finding myself now. Hey. Sometimes I just feel so far away. Yeah. Say I'm finding myself now. Hey. Say I'm finding myself now. Hey. Say I'm finding myself now. Hey. Say I'm finding myself now. Say
I don't put up a fight, it could all go down. Fiber when you had it, you would all be found. Yes.
I believe he found himself getting more established with Mandela because, you know, you just see the growth. You see certain people at certain levels, and you look at them and they stand out. You know, I've been in this type of thing myself for a while. It's not new to me. You know, this guy here, he's put in the work. I mean, the actual work, because, you know, today it's just so easy just to be seen, but that's not the key there. It's not to be seen, it's to be heard. Because, you know, people can look at you and just walk away. Same length, same height. But when you hear a voice, voices go along with music. And when you hear a voice, that lets you know anybody that is something there that is drawn, something there that is pulling towards you. So I just am very proud. I mean, it's to the point to where I myself had to be sat down and pulled to the side and see the new age and how it's progressing. And he's definitely one of the leaders in that.
Yeah, we can keep that one. And then now I'm gonna just do the overdub for that whole thing, because I don't want none of them to be the lead. So I'm basically gonna do a lead.
I'm gonna say the first, maybe second year, and I seen him gather his family. I seen him pull them along with him. And what the difference between me and him is I didn't do that. It was me and me alone. I felt like I was alone in the gang. But, you know, his age and our family and the way, you know, we're structured, he had people that was in his circle that was totally around him all of his life. So it was kind of different back in, you know, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You know, everybody was, you know, just trying to get their piece by themselves. But what made me most proud is he brought along the family.
Mandela has made a huge impact on me, like in particular, like personally, you know what I'm saying, on my life. Like I be going through so much, but my dog just, you know what I'm saying, like shit, it's bigger shit out here, dog, you know what I'm saying? Like my big brother used to say, we'll grieve at the end, you know what I'm saying? Like we'll grieve when the war done, you know what I'm saying? We still out here fighting, trying to keep it going. So man, this shit, we about impact, you know what I'm saying? We want to impact the people, you know what I'm saying? That's what Frank Dutch is about, man. So love, generosity, man, and just, you know what I'm saying, being impactful. His passion is different, man. He passionate about damn near everything, man. No matter what we talk about, God, you know, fashion, whatever he into, man. He's a very passionate person, man. He's a very passionate being, man. And everybody, I love it about him, man. It's a great quality to have, and his passion is next level, man. You really want this shit. He really wants this shit.
So what some advice do you have for other aspiring entrepreneurs and CEOs?
Well, first of all, put that work in. That's the first thing. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
And put the work in. We all got issues on how it's not going to work and why it didn't work that way. Start looking at the bright side. Start thinking more positive on your situation. Because we can all sit around and say what we don't have. What makes stuff happen is when you be like, okay, what do I have?
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? What do I have? You know what I'm saying? So utilize your resources. Notice, like I said earlier, you're going to feel every emotion. You're going to feel sadness. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to feel depression, all in the same family. You're going to feel wanting to give up. You're going to feel, dang, bro, why it's happening for him and it ain't happening for me?
Yeah.
Pay attention to your story.
Right.
You heard it before. Theirs ain't got nothing to do with yours. That's a real thing. If you so busy looking at their race, you ain't running.
I love that.
That's real talk.
I love it.
You know, take this advice because I'm living it right now. You feel what I'm saying? Really, really believe in yourself when nobody else believes in you. Real talk. Sometimes your family, your friends, the people you've been knowing for quite some time, it's not that they don't believe you. They need to see evidence.
Exactly.
And that's what it is sometimes. So be your evidence with putting in that work in. You will get to where you want to, and that's on Mandela.
Sitting around with Chris
reviewing his work, looking at his films, seeing even his photos and all his stuff, it's like, wow, Dad, you taught yourself how to do all of this? And it just amazes me and makes me so proud, because it really shows you that you don't have to take the traditional route per se with things. Like, you're able to, through Christ and with focus and dedication, teach yourself and level up in all types of areas. And for him, it was film and photography, and I just think that's so amazing. I just love his work ethic when it comes to pursuing that passion that he has. I think it's so awesome how, with the umbrella of Mandela and all the different things he is so tapped in and connected with involving his family, his friends, peers, and things like that's so dope to me, because sometimes people get into these bags and they isolate themselves. They look and just book people from Instagram, who's popular and all this stuff, but he has made a way with his own resources, and it's turning out great. And I think if he continued to utilize that, and even, if he does down the road expand into, bigger names or whoever, it's only going to get better. But I love that he stays connected to where he came from, his support system around him, and the people that love and care.
I always wanted Mandela to keep going and grow.
All in all, I just want to say that this has been a journey, and all the work that's being put in from the beginning of Mandela all the way up until now. The rise of an entrepreneur is not an understatement. It's not just a title. It's definitely been L's and wins. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of wondering if I'm gonna accomplish what I'm gonna accomplish. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I thank everybody that's a part of Mandela, whether you're an outside supporter, or whether you're a server, or whether you're inside the Mandela family and the umbrella, from my moms to my pops to everyone. Never let nobody tell you that you can't accomplish what you set out to accomplish. Just with hard work, you will get there, and you will complete what you're trying to do if you don't give up. And this is the rise of an entrepreneur. Cut the cap.
it was hard for him to juggle both his passion and his family, but at the same time, it worked out. It worked out, and I think just because he had that supportive family, he had God in his corner and things like that. But I wouldn't wish it any other way for him.
Continue doing what you're doing. Have that balance, you know, with life and the business. Because now you're at the point where you have to balance it. You have mastered your craft, and now you still balancing life at the same time. So I would say continue to do that in the greatest way possible.
Always keep God first. Understand that even being advanced, experienced, it's still going to be trial and tribulations that comes. And no matter what, if you want something, you have to work for it, be determined, and build your support system, and don't ever stop. I know that when Chris loves and cares about something, like, I see that with me, I see that with his family. But to see that with his passion and something that, you know, he's pursuing on his own, in his own lane, it's just amazing to see the growth, see the vision of where he's going and all that it can be. And I just have so much faith in him.
I always appreciated his confidence in me and feel like I can do things.
What's the end goal here? The end goal here is to be on a platform that is moving to where people are going to be. He's on that path. I, myself, and the rest of the Mandela family, we're going to be in a position to show you what this is all about. And me being one of the people who has laid a foundation gets to sit back and enjoy it.
I ain't never seen you any more better than when I see you today. I mean, we came from a lot. We came from flipping tables in the classroom, drinking and smoking. I remember, look, we came from a lot. I ain't gonna, hey, the new Dutch, keep going. Keep going. Don't look back. Every time you look back, you miss a step forward. It's all right. We got this. We got this. Mandela Films for a reason.
You already know this belly down, Frank Dutch. Most definitely appreciate what you've been doing with the whole Mandela. Just keeping it going, most definitely. Even though we had our times, it might have been we fell off, but keep on inspiring everybody for that's paying attention to the rise and grind of the whole Mandela films and music.
I know that if you continue to seek God and put Him first and take His business, He can get all the knowledge that it takes for Him to grow His business. I'm so proud of the man that he's become, and I know that he's going to do great things.
We're in the center. It's a rise of the entrepreneur.